Just got to the field. It looks absolutely beautiful. Yep, so I'm just going to sit down and show you what I've got and what I bring, what you need. I'm at the rugby field, as you'll know. This is just what you need for these drills and all this. What you need, what I advise you to bring and everything. Start off with water. Plenty of water. It is quite a warm day today, so when it's warmer I'd recommend to bring more water, because you'll be working your body harder and you'll be getting hot quicker, and which that produces more sweat and it can dehydrate you more, so you have to hydrate more. Obviously when you're injured and you're working a part of your body what's not normally like fully ready and all that, it's obviously working it more, and you need to keep that hydration, and it uses more of your energy and it dehydrates you quicker. So obviously when you've got injury, drink more water and it keeps you hydrated. And like I'd recommend to anyone throughout the day, I'd recommend you to drink as much water and keep hydrated all the way through the week. Even like when you're not training or anything, keep hydrated, because if you're hydrated through the week, it gives you performance in your weekly, like your day-to-day life will be a lot better if you're hydrated compared to when you're not. Next, some cones. Yeah, just some simple cones. They don't have to be all the same colour really. I never really use colour-based sort of things. I just any cones, like you can use rough objects around your house or anything. Just something to mark a spot out. Then my football boots. I bring a soft ground and a firm ground boots. It don't really matter really. I prefer if it's soft ground to wear soft ground boots and firm ground to wear firm ground boots, obviously. Then, most important thing, a football, as you'll need. And then I always bring a pump and a adapter with me anyway. So, yep, that's what you need and that's what I bring, what I recommend you to. And let's get into it. Before we start anything, I'd highly recommend anyone to drink water before, even if you're not injured or if you're gonna do anything. I'd recommend you to drink fluid before you train, so you've got some hydration already in you, like I do. And if you obviously got training, well, if you've had training, you're doing an extra bit, I'd highly recommend you to drink water after it as well, because obviously you've done work the previous day, and obviously if you're recovering from an injury, I'd say even more. But let's get into it. Now we've done the warm up, I've obviously stretch off, do some static stretches, drink fluid, drink a lot of water. You're going to be drinking a lot of water in this obviously session, and if you recreate it, because you need to keep hydrated and you need to keep loose. So next thing's stretching.
No one can touch me now. I'm just flying by. Yeah, I'm just flying by away from them, and no one can.
Now that we've stretched off, we're loose, should be ready for obviously the circuits I'm going to do and all the actual training. Obviously, like I always say, you shouldn't be proper knackered or tired after this. Your body should just be warmed up. You should feel it in your legs that your body is able to do this without pulling anything or further injuring anything. So the first drill. Drill looks something like this. The cones are 6 feet apart. Each cone is 6 feet apart. It's in a straight line. There's 5 cones set out. All we're going to do is shuttle runs with a ball, gradually picking up the pace, starting off really slow and then building up the pace. Not to a sprint really, just to a steady jog, but it's just to get your muscles moving and keep that feeling in the ball natural to you. Next drill set up and it looks a little bit like this. This drill is just really simple. It's a 3x3 square which you're just going to do some kick-ups with, starting with alternating feet, then going to single feet with just using your right and just using your left. First we're going to start off with 50 alternative kick-ups, then we're going to move on to 50 right-footed kick-ups, and then 50 left-footed kick-ups. If you drop the ball, just carry on from where you've left off with counting and carry on until you go up to 50. Don't do any more than 50, I'd recommend, if you're injured, but if you're recovering from a injury, there's no need to do any more because you're just going to put that injury under strain. If you've just done a training session and you just want to do something extra, obviously I could tell you, if you feel up to it, do some more, but I'd highly say if you're recovering from an injury, do not do any more than 50 with each of these. After every time you do it, so after you do alternative feet, you're going to get a drink, stretch like you did with the one before, then the same when you're done with the right and the same when you've done with your left. So you're always keeping yourself hydrated and you're always keeping yourself loose and ready. So let's get into it. So that's a session for what I'm giving you. Obviously, give a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification button if you want notifications for when I upload. And yep, thanks for watching.